So we're going to take a look at the heated air intake, the amount of voltage that it uses to operate it, and the amount of current that it uses. And we're also going to take a look at how it functions, because normally we do not see this thing functioning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just check my power supply voltage, and then I'll decide how much voltage it's using based on calculation. So all I've done is made the connection to the wooden bench top for safety, and now all I'm going to do is take my test leads from my voltmeter and make the connection and check the value. So having the meter connected correctly, having the jacks in the right position, and on the voltage DC scale, we can look at the value that's on the meter. And it's 13.03 volts. So that's our source voltage for this particular test. So now I'm going to make the connection, and I'm going to put my negative lead onto the frame of this particular heated intake element. Now there's a bus connection that joins them together. It's insulated from the body, and then this is an insulated positive connection stud that would come from a solenoid on the chassis. So I'm going to make this connection, and I'm going to assume there's going to be an arc here because it's probably going to draw quite a bit of current. Now what we need to do is we need to connect our voltmeter between the positive and the negative and see how much voltage is actually dropping. I have my negative connector connected to the negative side. You can see this thing starting to glow. And then I'm going to make my positive connection, and I'm going to read my voltmeter. And my voltmeter reads 11.21 volts. And you can see that it's getting quite hot. That's why it's important never to administer ether to a heated air intake engine. We've turned the lights off so you can actually see how hot this heated air intake element does get. What we need to do is determine how much current is actually flowing in this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another fluke tool, which is an inductive amp clamp. And I've already gone and adjusted it to a 200 amp scale, assuming that I could be drawing probably at least 120 to 140 amps on this heated air intake. It's getting pretty warm, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the connection across the negative and then take a look at how much current is actually being drawn. And it shows on the scale 145.2 amps. That's a lot of current, and that's why we have so much heat being developed at this heated air intake.